A main event. Set to roll. Pace car off the circuit. Wingless Sprints in action. Luke Wheel and Chris Temby on the front row. Should be a drag race down into turn 1. 30 on the lap counter. We go green. Bossy best control on board for Wheel in the 50. Blasts his way through 1 and 2. On the high side, it's Temby in the 2. Wheel holds sway through turns 1, 3 and 4 first time by. A little slider through the pack there if you don't mind. That's the NT1 of Blake Walsh.
He's not frightened of it, is he?
Absolutely not. Some good racecraft there in amongst some pretty dense traffic, if you don't mind, as they go 3 wide, big pack down the back chute. Mate, there's stories to write about tonight's racing that'll bring the crowds in throughout the course of the season. It has to be said in both divisions. Luke Wheel, though, is out in front, leading the way.
Just.
From Tempe. You reckon he's going to get him?
Well.
Oh, trouble at the back of the pack. It's the 11.
Traffic will be the story. Raymond Wallace will bring on the yellows. Traffic would have been the story there, as I say, that Chris Temby. The story tonight has been the open nature, how wide this track is well.
Green flag drops once again. 28 to run. Wheel will try to set sail in the 50. Tempe has got company there though. Travis Miller was also strong. You may recall in that opening heat race tonight where he blasted away from the field to win by half a lap. He just moves to the inside of Tempe. Switchback move out of 4 for Tempe now gets that second spot back. Wheel with the race lead. He's got about half a dozen car lengths gap right up against that cushion if you will from Tempe. Then Miller. 4th spot might be Luke Johnson in the 76 machine. Walsh trying to come with them inside that top 5 in the NT1. He's been impressive as well.
Wheel, he's going to have a problem here. He really doesn't know where to be on the racetrack.
No.
He's been on the 3/4 line, is it on the bottom? He's about to get a lesson in a couple of moments.
He's a nice little dogfight out in front for 1st, 2nd and 3rd, isn't it? Have a look at these 3. Been strong all night. 2 guys that won heats convincingly and a guy that went mid-pack all night and just kept moving forward.
So much for needing traffic to produce some racing.
Yep.
Look at this race for B2 and 3.
Oh, Tempe.
Tempe and Miller putting on a belter. Tempe rips a tear off from 3rd in the 2 car and goes back to work. They'll settle in now. There's no Luke Wheel just benefited. Picked up about 3 car lengths while those 2 were running side by side. And now it's on. Here he comes again. What a duel. Arguing this is already the best wingless sprint race I've seen at Avalon Raceway in some time. As we're a handful of laps into a 30-lap feature and we're not done yet, Millsy.
Absolutely not. There's an NT1 about to make this a 4-way battle, I reckon. Just slid through, had a fair bit of work to do. Good race with Luke Johnson in the battle for 4th and 5th, but now clears the throat of the NT1 trying to run down our top 3. Wheel still your race leader. Hanging tough with 21 to go this time by the flag stand. Tempe still in the 2nd spot in the 2 car. Look at the different lines, how good. Travis Miller in the 93 tries to dive bomb his way into turn 1, this time on the inside of Tempe, can't make it stick. Look at the gap that Walsh is close up as well. Further back to Johnson, Tom McDonald, Angus Hollis, Carly Walsh, Matty Simmons and Aaron Lawrence rounding out.
Trav Miller has his hands full as Walsh. He too skips through on the inside of turn number 1. Goes by for 3rd. Trav Miller being bumped to 4th. Still Luke Johnson, Thomas McDonald nose to tail for a great 5 and 6 battle. Wheel, he's going to know that Walsh is there as well. Here he comes, side by side for 2nd. Wheel has to jam the brake on. Tries to cut back down in turn 3. Here he comes back on the inside. Slides up, beautiful move from Walsh. That is slide job racing at its finest, Steve Mills. I don't care what division you're racing, that's how it's executed. Well done, boys.
Absolutely. Great racing in that battle for 2nd, 3rd and 4th. Tempe's ruined the show here. He should be back about 20 car lengths and making a 4-way battle. But he's checked out at the front. He's down into 1 and 2 one more time. He's got about 13 and a half circulations remaining. Walsh doing very, very nicely, though, up into that battle. As we look ahead.
Oh,
there he goes by the flag stand one more time. Trying to chase down Luke Wheel, outing out. 9 to run. We talk about him checking out, but it's only 2/3 race distance because Walsh has come again. Still both cars railing around the top. Trav Miller just dove down a little bit lower through 1 and 2. Didn't quite get the bite out of 2 that time by. Here's Walsh, Gavin White right up on the rear push bar now, Tempe with 3 lappers in front.
Yeah, it's been a big 3 laps from Blake Walsh, puts himself right back into the mix. I won't ever say scruffy on the behalf of Tempe. You can only deal with what you've got as the race leader, and he's been hung out to dry as Walsh will skip up the inside.
Oh.
Now he knows he's there. He'll need to get busy again, put his head down and cut some clean laps. There's 6.5 to run. And he's got one of the finest currently in the country coming after him. Tamby with a pair of back markers right ahead of him. O'Brien and Bailey tries to slide. Oh, Walsh is gone. The right rear corner has dropped out. Suspension damage, I'm having a guess.
Still plenty of racing ahead of us. Best part of a heat race to run. Miller looks to the low side. Kevy goes upstairs again. Wheels upstairs as well. Keep an eye on McDonald in the 20 car, although he just gets slid, if you don't mind, right the way through with the 73 car blowing by. But Tempe now has regained his mojo, so to speak. He's out in front. 5 to run this time by the flag stand. Wheel coming, making good use of that bottom groove. You guys have made up some ground just hooking that left front up on the berm. Not unsettling the car enough to lose ground. As Wheel closes in on Tempe, Gav, we've got 4 to run.
Yeah, look at him coming back, just being able to size up where Tempe is. Oh, Angus just got around in turn number 1. Almost gave the car away, but then gets back on the horse, goes by T-Mac. Wheel is coming, 3 to run. We'll count them to the finish, a 30 lap Wingless Sprint feature to round out night number 1 of a brand new season here at Avalon Raceway, and Wheel is back to the front. They'll run wheel to wheel. Forgive the pun, as Millsy would say. Off turn number 4, and Luke Wheel at one point was in 4th position.
Caution on Speedway.
Oh, you're kidding. Luke Wheel will be going, what for? Run it to the finish. Oh, no. Matt Tuckett in the 43, Luke Wheel. And again, that just reinforces the fact that when you're in 2nd or 3rd, you get an opportunity to move
Nice
the
and
car
early.
around.
Midway through 3 and 4. Try and outrun Wheelie, who's got good car speed. Can he get that momentum up that he had? Miller rails around the top. 93 trying to make it a race in 3. We'll get 2 to go this time by. Wheel looking for that low groove once again. Chris Tempe's been at the front. All the way through this one, Miller goes up top. Thompson it was, McDonald it was, got a little out of shape in turn 2. Have a look at this around the outside, if you don't mind.
The top opens up when everyone's on the bottom. He's got 2nd.
You've got 1 to do it in, Gav. Trav Miller up the top.
Tempe on the bottom. Miller on the top, just got a little untidy on entry. Has he got enough legs? He won't. Tempe will win. Miller will be good enough for 2nd. And Luke Wheel for 3rd. What a great race from the Wingless Sprints tonight. What a great night at Avalon Raceway overall.
Thanks, Gav. I reckon it's a pretty good way to open the season with these LFA guys. So.
Oh, absolutely, and at the same time, that racetrack tonight, just when you thought you had the bottom covered, Trav was coming on the top. Just when you thought you had the top covered, Wheelie's coming on the bottom. It's a ballistic joint now.
Yeah, definitely. I'll say improvements, because that was probably the best Avalon I've raced on in a while. So, yeah, but no, it was awesome. The fact that you throw bombs on people and you got room, you got time to actually stick it and clear it, that's pretty good.
You put some big moves on. We enjoyed it. It was good fun to watch and call. Who would you like to thank, mate?
Just the LFA guys, Queenscliff Post Office, Precision Engines, Tasman Freight Logistics, Service, Tasman's, I've stuffed it up already. This is not good. This is not good.
We just need a handwritten note, right?
I reckon. I think I'm going to have to ask for one.